Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, criminal charges are being dropped against Alec Baldwin in connection to the 2021 fatal shooting of a cinematographer. And Thursday marked 24 years since the Columbine school shootings that killed 13 in Colorado. And across the crossroads, El Campo police say 2 suspects attempted to escape a stop overnight. We have what authorities seized from the vehicle straight ahead.
On the outside, we got thunderstorms that roll through the crossroads. Currently this morning, they're offshore, beginning to improve for now. More rain on the way? Yes, that is true. On several occasions coming up. There's details on that coming up in the full forecast.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 21st day of April 2023. The time is now 5:32 on your Friday morning. And I just looked at the American Electric Power outage map, and it looks like there's at least 500 customers without power this morning. So hope y'all are able to get through your morning routine. Hopefully AEP is able to resolve those outages quickly. And let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team Meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, you say that the worst of this storm as far as today goes is already done.
For the most part, I'm seeing some hints in the model runs that there may be another little line of storms coming through about 12 noon to 1 o'clock along the frontal boundary that's hanging back a little bit. But the main concern now, the rains we've had, I think this is by far the most widespread rain we'll have during the day. It's already passes to the east. As a matter of fact, it's the severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Calhoun County and Refugio County, Aransas County, but I expect it to be dropped for 2 months longer because storms are now out in the Gulf of Mexico moving away. And we'll see improving conditions throughout the day. And I'm seeing a hint of a little bit of a line coming through later on about 1 o'clock or so along the actual frontal zone. There's the severe thunderstorm watch officially till 7 a.m., but I don't think it'll last that long. Looking at the visibilities throughout the day, 10-mile visibilities throughout 12-mile visibilities throughout the entire day today, as we see improving conditions overall, a little bit of dry air trying to work in as well. That's causing the temperatures to be cooler, feel-like temperature that is, at least from Victoria northward in the 60s, even mid-60s up there in Gonzales and Hallettsville, and 70s or so on the immediate coast where it's typically warmer, and the cool air hadn't really got down this far yet. In the 70s or so, feel like temperature, air temperature, Port Lavaca to Seadrift, and down to Port O'Connor throughout the day today. And we have easterly winds for now behind the front, turning more to the south and southeast as we head toward your day tomorrow, and coming up on Sunday especially, feeding the moisture in once again off the Gulf as the disturbance out west will get closer to us and move on through on your day on Sunday. And already seeing a hint of some possible severe weather with that event. And already the Storm Prediction Center has put a marginal risk of severe weather for the areas of the crossroads coming up for Sunday, so we'll have to watch weather conditions again as that system moves on through. We'll keep on top of it for you right here, of course. Take a look at the plan by day for Port Lavaca. You're down there, that's good. 6-7 degrees on the outside this morning, with rain beginning to move on out. Maybe some more few rain showers coming up by the afternoon, by 12 noon or so. 81 degrees. I think the sun will come out by the afternoon though, allowing our temperature to rise well into the 80s or so, coming up by the afternoon time. So all is not lost. A little bit more rain here and there, maybe some collapse of thunder later on this morning and this afternoon. Then that'll finally clear on out. Saturday looking good. Sunday, back to the rain. And we'll take a look at that in graphic form coming up in the full 7-day outlook later on this half hour. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. Charges were dropped against actor Alec Baldwin for the fatal shooting of a cinematographer which occurred while filming a movie in 2021. The shooting occurred on the Rust movie set in October 2021, and Baldwin, as well as the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, were charged in January with involuntary manslaughter in connection to the death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Baldwin was rehearsing with a pistol for a scene when the gun went off, killing Hutchins and wounding director Joel Souza. Attorneys for Baldwin released a statement expressing that the team is pleased with the decision to dismiss the case against Alec Baldwin. Thursday marked the 24th anniversary of one of the worst school shootings in American history. On April 20th, 1999, 2 students began a shooting rampage inside Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. 12 students and 1 teacher died in that shooting. The gunmen also took their own lives. At least 20 others were wounded in the rampage. At the time, it was considered the deadliest high school shooting in U.S. history. New overnight, 2 suspects tried to escape a traffic stop initiated by El Campo police. A Wharton County Sheriff deputy stepped in and was able to prevent the second suspect from running off. Seized from their vehicle was stolen firearms, drugs, and money. The suspects were arrested and transported to the Wharton County Jail. A man found in possession of a gun and drugs during a traffic stop Wednesday night. This stop in Hallettsville. The suspect was pulled over in the 1000 block of East 4th Street. Police say a Springfield pistol and narcotics were found in the vehicle during the search. A 28-year-old man from Humble was taken into custody for the unlawful carrying of a weapon and having illegal narcotics in a drug-free zone. Hippie Hill, the honorary 420 Festival at the Golden Gate Park in San Francisco was held Thursday with around 20,000 people expected to be in attendance. The event is the largest free cannabis event in California, where people gather by the masses, and it's the world's oldest 420 celebration, dating back to the 1970s. However, only starting in 2017, the festival is held in partnership with sponsors and even the city departments. This is the second year that on-site cannabis sales are legal at the 420 event after last year's hugely successful showing. Remember those kindergarten days where you got to explore your creative side, color, enjoy a nap without being judged? Well, today is a perfect time to celebrate on that. It's National Kindergarten Day. We celebrate all the curiosity and interest-driven learning at the heart of kindergarten teaching every April 21st. It's the birthday of German educator Friedrich Froebel, who started the first kindergarten in the 1800s. At the time, it was a play and activity institute to help young children transition from home to school. Nearly all states now require districts to offer some form of kindergarten for 5-year-olds. Early childhood education, so important. Okay, if you're going to go out into the water this weekend, here's what you can expect to catch. Here's sports reporter Zach Brown with your fishing report.
Grab your poles, cross roads. It's time to go fishing. In East Matagorda Bay, it'll be slow and 69 degrees. Fishing continues to fluctuate with the weather. Slot trout are good waiting the shorelines with top waters or drifting with live shrimp under a popping cork. Redfish and drum are scarce with a few catches on bay reefs. In West Matagorda, it's also slow and 68 degrees. Fishing continues to fluctuate with the weather. Glass minnows are running the shorelines, attracting trout and redfish. Look for diving schools of pelicans. Slot trout are good, wading the shorelines with topwaters or drifting with live shrimp under a popping cork. Redfish and drum are scarce with a few catches on bay reefs. In Port O'Connor, it's good and 68 degrees. Slot redfish are good on croaker or live shrimp in the washouts. Keeper drum are biting in the back of the jetties on dead shrimp. Oversized redfish are good on blue crab or dead shrimp at the back of the jetties. Trout up to 7 pounds are good fishing live croaker on the Gulf side of both jetties. Sheep's head are good on live shrimp all over the jetties, and in Rockport, it's great and 69 degrees. The early morning bite has been extremely good for redfish and trout. Redfish are good 2 to 4 feet of water on Gulp, topwaters, and live bait. Trout are good in 2 to 4 feet of water on topwaters, natural colored saltwater assassins, and suspension baits. Drum are great in 2 to 4 feet of water on dead shrimp. Sheep's head are loaded around the jetties on live shrimp. With your 25 News Now fishing report, I'm Zach Brown.
All right, get your phone because here's our QR code. It's an easy way to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote on our viewer poll, and you can also submit news tips and photos. The time is now 5:41 on your Friday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. More than 100,000 federal workers in Canada are on strike.
New moves in the race for president this morning. Still no official announcement from President Biden. I'm Lindsay Watson, Washington. Why that could be changing soon.
Thunderstorms that roll through the Crossroads are now offshore. beginning to give us a little bit of improving in weather as we go through the morning hours. Is the rain over totally? Not quite yet. We'll give you the details coming up in your forecast.
Here's a look at what's coming up on Community Crossroads this weekend. We have the Victoria Police Department, Midcoast Family Services, the City of Victoria, Hope of South Texas, and the City Manager of Etna.
We've got two big projects going on, a $4 million water, sewer, street, and drainage project on the north side of the city, and a big drainage project on the south side of the city, $1.7 million project there.
Ready. It's an extraordinary two-night event.
Absolutely perfecto.
Sunday, two Idol superstars return to rock the stage. Woo! But we have to say goodbye to 6 of your favorites.
This is the hard part.
Then Monday.
What a great time to pull out an ace.
America, you voted.
I've got the results.
For the first time this season, we go live to reveal your top 12. Dim the lights.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Smart shoppers wait for sales. Really smart shoppers wait for a clearance sale, like the one going on at Lax Furniture right now. Hundreds of items on sale, hundreds of items in stock, all at huge savings up to 80%. Like this living room set, just $13.88. Plus, find super values throughout the store and no interest financing. So get in now. Lax Furniture Spring Clearance Sale, now through Monday. Better hurry.
Every day we help kids navigate the realities of the world and make healthy, lifelong choices. Kids learn about alcohol, tobacco, and drugs in lots of ways, often from friends and siblings. While kids may hear lots of harmful information, parents do play a huge role in helping them make the right decision. Talking to your child, sitting down to a family meal at night just to discuss how their day went, or encouraging extracurricular activities can make all the difference.
Good morning. Current time is 5:43. And the rainfall totals, well, they're still working on the rainfall totals now. Anything else we get the rest of the day? Could be a few more rain showers and maybe some storms rolling on through. But as you work through your Sunday into Monday, they're real bigger, not necessarily bigger, but good rain chances coming in for your Sunday and your Monday, and even lasting through your Tuesday. Could have anywhere from a quarter of an inch to several inches on top of what we had already, coming up by the first part of next week. Frontal zone is moving through the crossroads as we speak, not quite all the way through yet. So why that is, because it's being held up by high pressure, pushing it more toward the east and to the south, so it's kind of hung up in our South Texas area, but it'll make its way on through later on today. So it could be another round of some scattered rain showers along the frontal zone this morning, this afternoon, about 12 noon, 1 o'clock. Then the front finally makes its way offshore. And this system here will come in, moving into South Texas, coming in for your Sunday into your Monday and Tuesday, kind of hanging around in those few days around here, keeping us cloudy. And rainfall chances pretty high, coming in for your Sunday and Monday, at least 50 to 60%. Before this finally moves on out slowly but surely, then we'll have improved conditions toward the latter half of the week. So the rain's not over yet, still getting some more rain around here, especially on Sunday, Monday. Better make your plans accordingly. It looks pretty wet around here during that time frame. We got that all out for you on the 7-day outlook. A little bit later on again this half hour, along with the full forecast as well at that time. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. We're learning an official announcement that the president may be running for re-election could be coming soon. Biden aides are telling allies it could take place as soon as next week. It comes even though Biden is seeing some of the lowest approval ratings of his presidency.
This coming Tuesday will be 4 years since President Joe Biden announced he was seeking the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. This morning, we're learning Democratic donors are being invited to D.C. with strategy sessions planned for later next week.
My intention hasn't been from the beginning to run, but there's too many other things I have to finish in the near term before I start a campaign.
Many voters have voiced concern about Biden's handling of the economy, including inflation and the situation at the southern border. And Biden's age could be a factor. He would be 82 at the start of his second term. The Democratic Party is largely united behind Biden. So far, just 2 Democrats have announced long-shot bids to challenge him, Marianne Williamson and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. On the Republican side, a number of candidates have announced, including former President Trump,
I am your warrior, I am your justice,
who said indictments won't stop him from running. Also on the Republican side, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and ex-Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson are running. Conservative radio host Larry Elder, who unsuccessfully ran for governor of California, he threw his hat in the ring last night. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to enter the race, and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott has taken steps toward a possible run. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
Leading us to your viewer poll, is Biden too old to run for re-election? Okay, let's take a look. 67% of you say yes, and 33% of you say no. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part in our viewer poll. You can also scan the QR code. It's right there on your screen to take part. More than 100,000 federal workers in Canada are on strike. Many of them are forming picket lines at major government buildings and ministers' offices around the country. This comes after the Public Service Alliance of Canada failed to reach an agreement with the government after nearly 2 years of negotiations. The union represents workers in a wide variety of public jobs, including at the Passport Office, Immigration Processing, and the nation's Revenue Agency. Those workers say the Canadian government's wages have failed to keep up with inflation. The federal officials in Ottawa say the union's demands are untenable. The time is now 5:48 on your Friday morning. Still to come, the maker of Narcan nasal spray is working to lower the cost of the life-saving product.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends. And with over $500,000 in prizes given away every month, Palace Bingo is the place to be. We've got more chances to win. We've got cash payouts nightly. Palace Bingo in Victoria. Cash payouts nightly. Fantastic food and fun for the whole family. Come out for the fun and stay for the cash. Palace Bingo on Houston Highway in Victoria.
Palace Bingo, where winners take home over $500,000 each month.
Be a winner at Palace Bingo on the Houston Highway.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends.
My son has been labeled a juvenile delinquent.
If a child is breaking the law, he runs over a cop who had to be airlifted to the hospital.
I don't care about the law.
Should they be locked up?
I don't believe in detention.
I wonder what that police officer's wife thinks about that. Or rehabilitated.
I want to see change in the juvenile justice system.
We've got to protect the community and the child from self-destructing. Next, Dr. Phil.
In today's Tech Bites, Twitter makes good on a promise. Twitter is removing the blue check marks from legacy verified accounts. They were used to make sure accounts of notable people or organizations were actually run by those people or groups. Now a check mark is going to cost subscribers $8 per month. Next, Atari just acquired the rights to more than 100 games that were launched in the 80s and 90s. The CEO says many of them will be re-released in modern formats, and reimagined versions of classic games like Asteroids and Missile Command are reportedly in the works. And the Grateful Dead has come back to life on TikTok. Exclusive Dead content will be posted on the app under the band's name, including old concert footage. The Grateful Dead officially ended after the death of co-founder Jerry Garcia in 1995. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
That's me before Dawn Power Wash.
Soaking, scrubbing, that's life.
Was life.
Now Power Wash gives me the power of an overnight soak in minutes. I'm sorry, minutes? With 3 cleaning boosters not found in traditional dish soaps that help break down, loosen, and lift away food and grease.
So much faster.
Just spray suds on. No water needed till rinsing. Tougher mess? Let the suds sit a few minutes before wiping. Even cleans
The grill. Thank you.
It's more than soap. It's Power Wash.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
And good morning once again, Trey Mining here. After our stormy morning this morning, we have a temporary little bit of a break here. Could be another line coming through by about noontime or so as the actual front, which is hanging back, moves on through and lifts up the moisture we have remaining after those storms have moved on through this morning. Temperature is currently near 70 degrees and it'll be climbing throughout the day, especially by the afternoon. We get more sunshine. I think we'll be at or above 80 degrees for the daytime high. And look at the model run here. Coming up with the rest of the morning time, the storms moved offshore. A little bit of a break in the overcast here and also in the rainy conditions by about 11 o'clock, 12 noon or so. Another little line comes on through, I'm thinking, according to all the latest model runs here I've been watching. Then that'll move through. Then we'll finally get a little break here with a little bit lower humidity and nice day for your day tomorrow. Different by Sunday, 82 degrees. Northeasterly winds, morning storms, partly cloudy skies. Remember, a storm chance coming up by about noon or so around the region as the front actually pushes way offshore. Overnight low 58 degrees, mostly clear skies and cool. And then for your day tomorrow, nice day, Saturday, 80 degrees, sunny skies, nice. See, I'm putting nice there for you. Extended forecast for us. Highs in the 80s right on through Saturday. And by Sunday, here comes another system from central and western Texas into the South Texas region, giving us widespread rainfall. Alert day on your Sunday. There's a marginal risk of severe weather that day, lasting through Monday into Tuesday. Then finally, some relief. I guess you call it relief, coming up by the Wednesday, Thursday, with highs near the 80-degree mark, with sunny skies by then. Could see some sunny skies more than likely by this afternoon around the Crossroads region.
And now for today's question of the day. Tea is the second most consumed beverage on the planet. What is the most consumed beverage? Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your guess to today's question, and we'll have the answer later on Sunrise. The maker of Narcan nasal spray is working to lower the cost of the life-saving product. Emergent said in a statement Thursday that it is aiming for an out-of-pocket price of less than $50 for its Narcan now that the Food and Drug Administration allows for over-the-counter sales. Its goal is to match the price that government agencies, nonprofits, and first responders pay. The wholesale price is $125. Pricing for over-the-counter Narcan will be left to individual retailers. Emergent aims to have Narcan available online and in stores by late summer. Still to come on Sunrise News to know before you go. Authorities are investigating after an American Airlines employee died at the Austin airport Thursday.
Victory Kia and Victory GMC want to let you know that you can lean on us. We will award $500 to a deserving winner. Drop off an entry form at any of our participating dealerships in the Lean On Me drop box with your story and contact info. Go to crossroadstoday.com/leanonme for more information or to enter online. You can tune in every other Thursday at the 6, 9, and 10 p.m. news to view our winners. Lean On Me is sponsored by Victory Kia and Victory GMC.
No one thought he would run. A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
How do you evade capture for 25 years?
Now, join the global manhunt. Have you seen this man? Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
It's a two-night Idol event.
Perfecto.
Two of your favorites return to rock the stage. Plus, you voted and we go live to reveal your top 12.
Dim the lights.
Oh my God. American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
Good morning. It's just about 5 minutes away from 6 a.m. and storms that roll through and out in the Gulf of Mexico with that thunderstorm line. All the severe weather watches and warnings have been dropped for the time being, but it could be another small line moving through by about 12 noon or so and around the region along the exact front. Be coming on through at that time. It's a little bit of a boundary line there along the frontal zone, which is natural for moisture to lift up in the atmosphere, cause thunderstorms to form. So we may get another small little band, nothing like we had this morning, move through, and then we're clear settling the rest of the day. 82 degrees today, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 to 25 miles per hour. Morning storms in the early afternoon, partly cloudy skies the rest of the time period. Overnight lows 58 degrees on the cool side. Nice cool feel to the air. You're out early, especially on your Saturday. 80 degrees for your Saturday, speaking of that, with winds about 25 miles per hour and some gusts around the region. And then we'll see rain chances returning again for Sunday and Monday and even into Tuesday with a slow moving upper low coming on through. There's a marginal risk of severe weather on your Sunday as well, so we have an alert day for that time period. Then after that, by Wednesday and Thursday, finally seeing some drying conditions.
Authorities are investigating after an American Airlines employee died Thursday at the Austin airport. Officers responded to a crash incident after airport communications contacted authorities requesting emergency services. Austin police say an employee was operating a ground service vehicle that struck a jet bridge. The company was pronounced deceased on the scene, and the incident is being investigated as an accident. American Airlines issued a statement noting that the airline is focused on ensuring that all involved have the support they need during this difficult time. An armed robbery suspect was shot by authorities after shooting at a police helicopter. Authorities say they received a call around 3 p.m. of a man with a possible explosive device at a bank in Phoenix. They say the man fled the scene after stealing money from the bank. A police helicopter was already on scene located the suspect's car in a nearby strip mall. The suspect started shooting at the helicopter. A sergeant in an unmarked vehicle shot the suspect, who then got back in his vehicle and drove off. Police were able to catch up with and detain the suspect in a parking lot nearby. That individual was transported to a nearby hospital with serious injuries. Authorities say no one else was hurt and the police helicopter was not struck by gunfire. Authorities in Alabama have announced a 6th arrest in the weekend mass shooting in Dadeville that left 4 dead and 32 hurt. A 15-year-old from Tuskegee, Alabama, was arrested and formally charged with 4 counts of reckless murder Thursday. The 15-year-old, who is not named, joined 20-year-old Johnny Latron Brown and 16-year-old Travis McCullough, 17-year-old Tyreek McCullough, and 20-year-old Wilson Hill Jr., who are facing the same charges. The suspects are accused of being the gunman who opened fire at a Sweet 16 birthday party in Dadeville Saturday night. With the exception of the 15-year-old, the suspects were being held without bond in the Tallapoosa County Jail. The location or condition of the 15-year-old's detention is currently unknown. The time is now 5:58 on your Friday morning. Still ahead, the latest on the president's re-election bid. Stay with us. Another half hour of 25 News Now Sunrise up next.